Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning once again. Here are the top headlines we have for us this morning. And I want all of us to gather here. Please, is there any way you can shower this man with praises? Please do it, and do it very fast. His name is Sam Amade. He is the only one that came out to say things the way they are. According to him, we're going to hear the headline. There would have been no war if you had prosecuted those who killed the Igbos. Do you know that what later that war, Igbos were killed? In the north, in the south, in the west. Gowon did nothing. Rather, they pushed him to invade Biafra land. And that is what he did. This is what Peter Obi could have been wrote. But Peter Obi chooses to throw the Biafrans under the bus. Let the bus crush everybody simply because he's looking for presidency. A liar and a deceit. That is the name of Peter Obi. It was then that they used to say, Peter is rock. Now Peter is no more a rock. Peter have turned to potopoto. Simply because Gringori, Peter Obi, is looking for presidency. He chooses to sacrifice all the whole Biafrans, even including their history. Even the world are still looking up to go on to apologize to the Igbos. Peter Obi came out and rubbish everything on the floor just simply because he is looking for presidency. But he came out and told us that he is not eager. He is not eager. He is not, how would he used to put it, you? He is not eager to become a president. He wants to see a Nigerian that works. You are not eager to become a president. But you have thrown a entire nation, which is the Biafra nation, under the bus. Because you want to please the north. Because you want to please the center. Because you want to please the Kabas. Because you want to please the northern protectorate. Look at Sam Amade. Every time Sam Amade have been on the cause of Biafrans, on the cause of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he have been speaking out. He have been speaking out fluently over the matter. But our own people, how many people have ever come out? Even this Gowon's birthday that everybody is celebrating. How many of our people, our prominent people, who knows the history of genocidal war against the Biafrans and what the role Gowon played on it? How many of them could ever write? Just write anything the same way this man did? Nobody. My brothers and sisters, let's just know it from today onwards. If the international community are looking on to the Biafrans, that our leaders are the one that's going to come and speak for them to give us Biafra, that means they can wait for eternity, because all these ones we have here are morons. None of them is even worthy to be called an elder. They are foolish elders who have no any single interest or the interest of the masses at heart, only their own selfish interest. Sam Amade, God will bless you. Please, all of us to gather here and bless this man. Pray for him that he must surely attain the highest height, and his children will never be stranded anywhere they find themselves. Here are the other headlines. Chief of Army Staff, Lagbaja is critically ill. Source: Lagbaja is critically ill. But I'm going somewhere. Nibo killings, Anambra unsafe under Soludo, Senator Ume. Investigate Lagbaja death rumor. Southeast group tells Nigerian government. This man have died long ago. Believe it or leave it. Lagbaja is dead. But you know why they don't want to make it public? Because period to hearing that this man have been flown abroad for treatment, Simon Ekpa wrote, and they saw what Simon Ekpa wrote, that once bat is down, that is how they will be going one after the other. That is why they are covering the death of this man. Don't be surprised tomorrow they might come out now and mow somebody and said Lagbaja is back. Trust Tinubu and his allies. But notwithstanding, we are watching. But Lagbaja is gone. Next to join him will be Christopher Musa. It must surely happen. If you come to stand on the way of the Biafrans, on the way of a very fast train, all those ones you used to see in China or Japan, my dear, they will crush you. No any part of your body will even be discovered. And that is what Biafra stands for. Movement of Biafra, it will cross anyone. It's either you join your ancestors or you remain sick forever. I beg, help me like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos coming your way. And in case of those who said I'm supposed to be going to tap and wine, say my broadcast not okay. If not okay for you, my brother, please, you stop watching, yeah? It's not by force say you must watch. Instead of me going to tap and wine, I prefer to even watch your own content. If you can be able to do it like me, I'll be watching it. No offense. So let us hit the ground running. The director of Abuja School of Social and Political Thought, Sam Amadi, has said that former military head of state Yakubu Gowon could have stopped the Nigerian civil war. He said Gowon could have prevented the civil war if he had prosecuted those who killed Igbos. He condemned the decision of the former military head of state and his colleagues to act decisively back then. Speaking via his X account, Amadi noted that the former ruler failed to act on behalf of the rule of law. He wrote, the war came out of Nigeria's faulty identity-based politics, which led to mass violence against Ndigbo. If Gowon and his colleagues had acted decisively on behalf of the rule of law and openly prosecuted those who killed Igbos, there would have been no demand for secession and no war. He was neither a great leader nor a grave valiant. He was a rocky stooge of grossly incompetent and hegemonic leadership that walked Nigeria into a stupid and avoidable civil war. You see what this man wrote? Exactly what Peter Obi supposed to write. But look at Peter Obi. He threw all of us under the bus. If Peter Obi ever get one support again from the southeast, just know it's from his families. No any outsider would ever vote for Peter Obi again. Even if you want to contest for local government chairman, he have failed. He is responsible for genocide, but did not weigh it. Civil war. You are laboring in vain to watch the atrocities committed against Igbos. IPOB tells Gowon. This one is another story for another day. Chief of Army Staff Lagbaja is critically ill. Source. The Nigerian Army on Sunday described the reports making rounds online that the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, is dead as fake. That is lie. Okute News understand that the report had claimed that Lagbaja had died of cancer 48 hours ago. And not true. Each time you see this government of propaganda come out to refute claims, my dear, just know it that, hey, 98% of that rumor is real. Lagbaja is no more. The post read, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, has died. Lagbaja died in an undisclosed hospital overseas nearly 48 hours ago from the stage 3 cancer, according to a senior government official. The death of Chief of Army Staff has been kept secret because of intense lobbying by some generals who want to take the position. Lagbaja, born on the February 28 of 1968 in Olobu, Osun State, was appointed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu in June of 2023 as the 27th Chief of Army Staff. However, sources at the Army headquarters who spoke with Punch confirmed that the Army Chief is critically ill. One of the sources said, Chief of Army Staff is not dead. He is only critically ill at the moment. We should be praying for him at this critical time and not spreading rumors that he died. Another source said he was out of the country to treat himself. The source said he is out of the country for treatment and I have not heard of his death from anyone around him. There's no way such information could be hidden. Are you kidding me? Propaganda government can do anything to hide any information they want to hide. Tinubu now is preparing now to look for another of his boys to appoint as the Chief of Army Staff. Trust me, and that is what is going to happen. Anambra is unsafe under Chukwumacha Soludo Mbafu, according to Senator Ume. Anambra Central Senator Victor Ume has decried the killing of youths in Nibo community on Sunday during a traditional festival. Ume, in a statement he personally signed, said a stakeholder in the area has confirmed to him that 16 persons were killed during the attack. This is contrary to claims by police authorities in the state that only 5 people were killed. Ume said it is with the shock and deep pain that I condemn the shooting which took place in Nibo in Oka South Local Government Area of Anambra Central Senatorial District in Anambra State on Sunday, 20th October 2020. From the information I received from an indigene of Nibo, who is a major stakeholder in the community, about 16 people were killed in the shooting, with several others injured persons still lying critical in the hospitals. Ume emphasized that the shooting took place just a few posts from Governor's Lodge, saying that this shows how unsafe the state under Soludo had become. He said it has been tales of killings and kidnappings across the state without any visible effort to stem the tide for a long time now. While I commiserate with the families of the victims and the neighbor community, I urge people who are killing and kidnapping people in the state to lay down their arms. Killings and wasting of human lives go a long way in diminishing our state. Those events scare our people from returning home and discourage businesses and investments in Anambra State. The senator tasked the governor to provide adequate security for lives and properties in the state, saying it is the major primary responsibility of government. The outcry of citizens over the unsafe and porous security in the state should not be politicized by the agents of the state government. This is a matter of grave concern to all and sundry. Victor Ume stressed. COS, Chief of Army Staff, investigate Lagbaja death rumor. Southeast Group tells Nigerian government. Which Nigerian government want to investigate it? Southeast Development Peace Initiative has called on the Nigerian government to unravel those behind the rumored death of Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja. Leader of the group, Honorable Vitus Okechi, a former commissioner in Enugu State, said the intention of the rumor peddlers should be unearthed. He said this in a press statement issued in Enugu on Monday, expressing shock that people would wish the army chief dead at a time he was succeeding in wiping out terrorism across the country. Daily Post report that the Nigerian Defense Headquarters disclosed earlier on Monday that Lagbaja spoke with the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa. Chief of Army Staff, Lagbaja, spoke with Defense Chief Musa. Okechi, a former local government chairman, noted that even after an official statement by the army, they are now asking for a video of the general. Yes, provide it. Let us see. There must be an ulterior motive in all this. And as a group, the Southeast Development Peace Initiative urges the federal government to investigate the source of this rumor. While we wish the army staff the best of his vacation, we urge the government to beef up his security and keep a close eye on him. The government should also investigate the source and reasons behind these speculations. They must not be waved aside, he advised. He said since Lagbaja took over as Nigerian Chief of Staff, there have been significant success in the fight against terrorism in the Northeast and beyond. His appointment as Chief of Staff is turning out positively in the fight against terrorism and insurgents in some parts of the country, and some people appear not to be comfortable with it, Okechi stated. So, my good people of Biafra and beyond, now here we go take back break you. When I go hear our voice again when we come back, and remember how we used to do it. Today is going to be fire for fire, back to back. Now waiting, I'm going to give my people. So keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on commenting, and make sure you keep subscribing. At least support this ministry. Let it move to the permanent side. Bye for now, my people. Que mesiano.